corner. Check it out. They got some new RZRs over at Polaris.
They do?
Yeah.
Impossible.
Let's go check one out. They got one that's all wrapped. I want to see what it looks like. What do you think?
Well, let's just see what it looks like.
It's that one. It's all wrapped already. Let's go check it out. We're at Anderson Power Sports. Bought a couple units from these guys. So I'm here at Anderson Power Sports and I saw one of these online. I had to come down and check it out. This is an UPFIT Pro R, okay? And I had no idea what that means, but if you look at the wrap, it kind of looks familiar, right? It kind of looks like a shock therapy car. So I called down, I'm like, hey, what is one of these UPFIT Pro Rs? And basically that's what it is. It's like a partnership with Polaris and shock therapy, and this thing is insane. This is exactly how I would buy a car, and the reason why is because to change the wheels, to change the tires, to get your shocks done, to order all these parts, to have your car sitting there to get a wrap, it takes a lot of time, and you got a trailer everywhere. You can walk in here and buy this car and it has everything. So I need this chart to go through it. I mean, you guys could price this out, but I don't think you could build the car and come out the door at this price. And I don't think it would be worth trailing your car down to Phoenix and back. I mean, Dallin's done that, I've done that. And I know a lot of people that trailer their cars all the way around and they have to let it sit for a couple days and get things done. This is incredible. All right, so let's go through the list. Right over here, we have an UPFIT Dash. So this is a aluminum dash, and they have little UPFIT screws that go in here, little Allen keys with a trim ring around it. Really, really nice. Come in here and look at the dash. So all the switches have been relocated. The screen has been relocated, and then it's all relocated for the passenger as well. So we got the UPFIT Dash, and then you can't see the wiring loom, but there's an UPFIT wiring loom that they've changed. It has dome lights up here. There's two different dome lights, one there and one over there. And then we have the Lowrance GPS. We'll go to the other side of the car. You've got a 7-inch screen, Lowrance GPS, that's right here. That's awesome. I know every time you install one of these things, you got to take it to a different person and get it wired and buy the unit online, ship it. It's a lot of waiting time. Your GPS is already installed. I love that. We're gonna look at the way that the comms are wired. This is interesting because this is how I did it in my Can-Am. So this is your passenger comm switch, driver comm switch. It's all PCI system. PCI is super high quality. It's a really nice quality dash that they put in here. I really, really like it. They've got the PCI Air Boost package. So take a look at this. These are your connectors for your helmet right here. Really nicely tidied up into the roof. And the pumper is actually right there. That is clean. That is super, super clean. I like how they did that. And I miss my Pro R seats. They're so easy to take in and out. They've got the PRP seat belts. These are really nice. I like how they buckle instead of those, the leather option. And then these are all nice and adjustable too. So the stock cars, a lot of times these things just go right into your neck. So you can see these are adjusted really low. I like that. This is real fast, real easy. It's a nice system. And then they redid the stock Polaris base of the seats. And one of the things I like about the stock Polaris seats is the air channel that goes around your back. It keeps your back nice and cool. So really, really cool system that they did here. all Alcantara seats, nice leather bolstering, and it's really comfortable. I sat in here and I really like it. Let's go take a look at the bumpers. We'll go in the back. You know, one of the things that's kind of frustrating is when you go to do a race, they want you to have front and rear bumpers, and it's kind of hard to do the bumpers back here. But take a look at the way that they integrated this into the cage and into the body. This bumper is really nicely integrated into the tire rack and everything. It's so cool, and it's really sturdy. So they got a really nice bumper here. And then we're gonna take a look at this tire rack. So the tire rack really can't come undone. You have to pull this trigger, lift this up, and then fold that down. Then it has 2 gas shocks to lift it up. And then this upfit trunk is super cool. So you push these in to open the trunk, and the trunk has gas shocks as well. It's a nice system. They've got these removable aluminum baskets here, so you can compartmentalize everything that you're putting in your trunk. Hose is nice and easy. Locks, I mean, that's not going anywhere. This comes down, and then again you got to pull the trigger and lock it up. It's got a nice strap for your tire. So it's really clean. I mean, the fact that one company put it all together, everything works together. Upfit is totally Polaris minded with this car. I couldn't have done as good of a job as they did on this car. It's really cool. So let's look at the cage. So this is the Upfit cage, and again, you know, it's all powder coated by the same company. So really nice cage. They got the Upfit badging right here. The cage flares up for your chase light, which that's another feature in this in the Upfit model. You've got some rear intrusion bars there, but this cage is really strong. They've got these pillars here that reinforce the corner, so if you happen to roll this thing, I think you're going to be just fine. Look at these lights. So these aren't Baja designs. They're actually made by Upfit UTV, and they've got that Upfit UTV badging, and they've got the lights down here that are Upfit UTV badging, and they're really clean. So they've got your spot and flood on the bumper lights, and they have your spot and flood on your pillar lights. So really cool system. I like how they put that together. Okay, this is pretty cool. So every upgrade that you would do with shock therapy on the springs and the shocks, the valving, it's already done. So take a look at this. All the shocks are already set up by shock therapy. You have your limit straps, you have your tie rods, you have the upgraded forks, and then come over here and take a look here. These are maintainable upgraded ball joints. So I know that's kind of been a thing that people want in the Pro R. I never had an issue with my ball joints, but it's something that people want. So the entire shock therapy package, front and rear, is done. So you can see the rear shocks, and it's all machined. Everything looks really awesome. So this is, it's freaking dialed, man. I love it. I broke my radius rods, so I could tell you that the shock therapy radius rods, these things weigh twice as much as the stock Pro R radius rods, and the wall thickness of the steel is thicker and stronger. They also have your toe link kit. So this is your toe link kit back here, and that's all shock therapy, all dialed in. It's kind of nice to know that this car has been through a shop, so you know, the mindset is that you're already kind of dialed in. Everybody's gone through the screws and taken this whole car apart and put it back together. You got your 35-inch DSRs. I mean, I just can't find anything that the car is missing. Wolf Designs wrap. So go ahead and take a step back to look at the entire wrap. Look at the entire car. And then even the roof is wrapped. Look at that. I mean, this is a really nice looking rig. I don't know how you could build it, trailer it around, take it to all the wrap shops, everything. I don't know how you can get it done for cheaper. So this car is $72,000 thereabouts. That does not include tax, title, license. And then the 4-seater is I think $2,000 more, and then tax, title, license. And UPFIT is a partnership with Polaris and shock therapy. That's why they look like those shock therapy cars. Man, I just think they did it right. I think you'd save a lot of time and money if you came in here and picked one of these up. All the work is done for you. And if you're like me, time is money, and this thing is just dialed in. I love how they ran the cage tubing through the roof. So it's like a double wall roof. You're set up for light whips right there. And if you're used to the Pro Rs and you didn't see the charging ports or the USB, they're just behind this panel right here. So you don't see them all the time. Really, really dialed in car. Man, super high quality. I love that it's all put together by one company. And that you wouldn't have to trailer it all over Arizona to get it done. Because that's what you usually have to do. Really cool car. This one is black and orange. And they're all set up the same. They just have some different wraps. So this guy is black and orange. And then we have some 4-seaters down here. This would be the one that I would have to get because my company's colors are blue. And after owning the Pro Rs, if I got another one, it would probably be a 4-seater. Like this one. But if you don't like that color, then bam, you got lime green. This one's also super, super flashy. I think this would be the right one for Dallin. Oh my gosh, look at those seats. They're so nice. These things are so nice. And of course, being the 4-seater, you get 4 dome lights. And then you've got a lime green and black 2-seaters. So when you see UPFIT, an UPFIT model at a Polaris dealership, that is what they are. They are a new, fully built, fully customized machine, you know, build it out, race style, straight from the showroom floor. Really, really nice, nicely done. Gosh, what a cool machine. Well, thank you for tuning in to UTV-A. Another great video showing you some great stuff. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, what you want to learn about, and we'll see you next time.